everyone, my name is Chloe, and today I'm here to talk about all the books that I read last week. So, last week was a really short video because a lot of the books I read I couldn't tell you about. And this week is going to be a little of the same because my book haul revisit was pretty epic. And I'm also working on a couple other projects. And so there are more books that I can talk about this week, though. So let's just get into it. At first, let's talk about the middle grade books that I read. So I read Ralph S. Mouse with my kids, and this is the third and final book in the Mouse and the Motorcycle series by Beverly Cleary, and we loved it. It's just so cute. We really liked seeing Ralph get a full story, and we watched the first movie, which is like, I think it was made in like 86 maybe, and it's like a 45-minute movie. They're all on YouTube, and it was so fun to see my kids' reaction to the movie from 86, and it was just a fun time. So I highly recommend. We did a novel study of the first book and then watched the movie, and then we read the second and third just for fun, and it was a great experience. Then we also I read The Great Surprise by Tanya Wright, and this is the first in Harriet of Harlem, and this is a new series that I actually got on Netgalley, and I got it on Netgalley to see if it was something my daughter would like, because it's about this girl who is getting she's about to have her 7th birthday, and she really wants a bike, and instead what she gets is a hand-me-down comb and barrette, and she's like, great, like I don't really want this, but she's like, hey, I can use my imagination to make them magical. And so she goes to My Magic Nation, and her barrette and comb can talk and all that kind of stuff. Now, this is a early chapter book, I would say. I mean, the girl's turning 7, and so I would say it's about at that 6-7-year-old reading level, maybe first grade reading level, and it was fine. There's a lot of pictures. It was good, but it's definitely a series starter, not, I don't know. It was like, it took like 2/3 of the book to even have the stuff be magical, but you're really meeting the cast of characters. And so I'm hoping they'll publish more quickly, but there's that. And then my daughters and I actually had one other Netgalley book. We read Family Forever, which is number 5 in the Heartwood Hotel series. And this follows a mouse that works in this Heartwood Hotel. It's a big tree, an oak tree that is a hotel for animals. And we love the series. It's really wholesome. This one was really sweet. I honestly thought the series concluded with 4. I didn't know they were going to do 5, and now they definitely left it open for a 6th. So I'm not sure how long this series is going to go on, but we love it and would highly recommend. So there's that. Now let's get into the adult books. So I have no chill. So I finished The Case for Christ by Lee Strobel. Now this is the book that I'm reading with Krista from Books and Jams and her Christian nonfiction read along for August. And it's 3 parts in this book. And so we were supposed to read one part at a time. But I have learned about myself that having ongoing books makes me slumpy. Like, even if I don't do great at devotionals, I just don't do great with having multiple things outstanding. And so I went ahead and finished this. This is equal parts fascinating and like kind of makes my brain hurt. And we talked about in the first live show, like, are you the type of person that wants all the details, or are you the type of person that doesn't need all the details? And I'm definitely a doesn't need all the details kind of person, and this book is all the details. So it was really fascinating, and it was really interesting. Basically, Lee Strobel is going and interviewing a bunch of different people, like very well-versed scholars and theologians. I don't know. I'm having like really hard time with words this morning, but all arguing the case for Christ and that Christ is real, he's the Messiah, all that kind of stuff. So this was really informative, really good. Definitely one I'm going to read again at different times, and one I think my husband, who is an Enneagram 5, I think would really enjoy. So there's that. Then a couple that I'm going to tell you about, and stay tuned for more of my thoughts. Catching Genius by Christy Woodson Harvey, about 2 sisters who, one was a genius as a child, and they like the impact that's had on her as well as her sister. And now they're coming back together to sell their family home. So there's that. Then The Life List. This is it's a bucket list story, basically, about this girl who her mom dies, and her mom's dying wish is that she fulfills 10 bucket list items. So this was another one that I read. And then this one is for my 5-star predictions with Sarah and Lindsay. So that'll be coming out, I believe, next week. And so this is Becoming the Talbot Sisters by Rachel Linden. Again, I loved Rachel Linden's Magic of Lemon Drop Pie or whatever. And so I read this one, and it's about 2 estranged sisters. Again, another thing that I think I will love. So stay tuned to hear my thoughts on this. And then one that I can actually talk about, The Passion Project by London Sperry. So this is one that I just got from Book of the Month recently. And this is about a girl who her boyfriend died, and she's just struggling. She's struggling. She's living in depression. She has lost all passion. She gets set up on this date, decides not to go, but then ends up having to interact with the guy anyway. And the guy's like, oh, I'm passionate about passion. Let's help you find something you're passionate about. And so they start going on dates not dates, but passion finding projects every weekend together. And this is definitely a friends to lovers. It is a slow burn. It takes a while. However, it got steamier than I liked when they did get there. There's also a fair amount of language. The language didn't bother me too terribly much, but it was definitely there. And so, word of caution for that. But the New York City vibes are strong. It's a really cute book. It's kind of like Cole and Layla Are Just Friends by Bethany Turner. That gave me kind of these same vibes. Just a really good friends to lovers. Also kind of... the one Ready or Not by Cara Bastone, kind of similar vibes to that. Like, again, totally different stories, but kind of similar vibes to that. And so I really loved the atmosphere in this book. And then one more that I can't tell you about is Sleep by C.L. Taylor. This is a locked room thriller about 7 people on this island kind of hotel. And one of them is getting threatening notes, and one of them dies, and things happen. So there's that. So that is everything. I kind of stretched. Normally, I am pretty much a stickler about these are Saturday to Monday, or Saturday to Friday. There you go. Saturday to Friday. It's exactly 1 week. But I'm filming later, and I'm telling you about the ones I finished this weekend too. So it seems like more than normal, but that's why. So that is everything. Stay tuned. Like I said, book haul revisits coming up hopefully next week, maybe. And the 5-star predictions are coming up next week. So lots of things to look forward to. What was the best thing you read this week? Let me know. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.